if you've lived in England for the last 30 years, his impact and his influence on not only the fashion world in music, visual. He directed music videos, he did art, he did so many other things. And I think he collaborated with so many other people and he included so many other medium within his own work that I think he just crossed over so many arts and creative formats that right now, and even before, I think it was a story worth telling, and it just has a really strong impact and influence on people. I think as well, his story of rags to riches is a very special story, and I think he echoes with a lot of people. You know, it's a very positive message that you can come from not much, and really with hard work and true creativity, etc., you can reach the height of your industry.
And we're not making this film for a fashion audience because our feeling is that if we make a good film about Alexander McQueen, the fashion audience will come. But for us, what was really important was that we felt that McQueen was a completely unique person and an amazing spirit. And we really wanted to capture that and put that on film. We felt it was a very universal story. I mean, Ian was just talking about the fact that Lee came from a kind of a lower working class background, and he made it all the way to the top of the industry, an industry which is normally quite elitist. We think that's a very universal story, a very powerful example for people, and we want to bring people to this film that might have no interest whatsoever in fashion per se, but will just be struck by this rather extraordinary person and his amazing journey and the emotions that come with that, from the darkness to the joy.
You know, we really think it could have been a 6-part TV series. But we always wanted to make a theatrical experience, a cinema experience. So we had to make hard choices from time to time. But I think the way we build the story and the emotional journey and what we chose, you know, we had Michael Nyman doing the soundtrack. I think all those elements made us capable of creating this very visual, theatrical and emotional journey for the audience. And as well, you know, all the contributors, we never treated the contributors as just people we interviewed for information. We always wanted everything they said had an emotional resonance with a potential audience. So we introduced all our characters and let them go away. They become almost like characters in a movie. We always wanted to make a movie, and I think we always said to ourselves, it should be emotion over information. Never, you know, a lot of documentaries is about telling all the details and all the history. We miss some elements, and we have people say, oh, you missed that part. For us, it doesn't really matter. As long as we manage to take an audience from the beginning of the story and take them till the end and have them feeling and laughing and enjoying and crying at part, that was what we were trying to achieve.
You know, it's a classical film structure in a way, and McQueen always said, if you want to know me, look at my work, look at my shows. Shows were very autobiographical, and so we felt that if we took a handful of those shows and made those the sort of like the anchors around which we told his life story, that we would have something that would fit perfectly within a 90 to 110 minute film. So that's what we were going for.